Divine greetings, beautiful kings and queens. I'm so happy you're here with me today because today I'm going to be sharing with you my ultimate favorite juice, the pink goddess, and I will show you how I make it, as well as introduce to you my brand new juicer, the Nama J2, that I am so in love with. And I will show you how to assemble it and also how to use it. It is a godsend. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to be here with you and to share this recipe with you. So welcome to my little kitchen, my little setup I've made in our house. And today we'll be making, like I said, the pink goddess. So the base is 2 pineapples. So I'm going to make a big amount. And I don't usually measure like exactly. So I will show you today. I do have a measuring cup. So I will be measuring for you, the other ingredients to see how much goes into it. So 2 pineapples for sure. And to know if a pineapple is ripe, you want to kind of pull on the little hairs here in the middle. And if it comes out quite easily, it's fairly ready. There's also other signs to know if it's ready, like the smell and the color. So here in Canada, they won't go completely yellow. If they go completely yellow, usually it means it's kind of too ripe. So yeah, we don't want it to be too ripe. This one is perfect. And so we cut off the top, cut off the bottom. Let me make a little bit of space so you can see how I'm doing it. And then I kind of shave off the skin. So not too much. So I have the core of the pineapple. I love pineapples. When I was living in Belize, oh my goodness, there is nothing like a Belize pineapple. So ripe, so juicy. And even there are some that need to go yellow for them to be ripe, and others that are ripe even when they're green. So different kinds of pineapples. So I do take off the core. I take off the little middle, so I cut it in 4 really. Quarter it out. This has been my go-to juice. It is the most nourishing, the most energizing, and to me, the best tasting. I love it so much. Okay, so what's going to go into this? It's going to be pineapple, ginger, quite a bit of ginger here. I'm going to put a couple beets as well. We'll get to that after. Some lemon, some grapes, and some apples. What I really love, okay, let me show you how to install the Nama juicer before we move any further, because I'm going to start filling it up. The important thing is to set these up before it goes into the main base. So you have 2 parts like this, right? This is just the top. It opens up like this, the mixing stick, and this right here. So we have the blade. I'm going to take it out first to assemble it. We have the filter here. So the important thing is that the hole from the filter gets aligned with the hole from where the juice comes out, or the pulp comes out rather. This is the pulp hole. So you want to put that aligned with it. If not, it's not going to fit. So you want to align it, and then we're going to put the blade, the thing that turns. I'm not sure the exact name. We're going to put it inside here. And I have found that it has to be in a certain position as well, the blade, so that everything fits into place. This here is another little trick. It's going to align with, everything has to be kind of flush. You want it to be flush. If this is a little bit elevated, it's not going to fit. So it has to be flush and well put inside. And then this right here, it has a little thingy right there, and it's going to go into the groove. So align this with the back, kind of push down, make sure it's nice and pushed down, and then it should just click into place. Not really a click, but it'll go into, sorry, that's the click from the top. It's just going to go into place. So once those 2 are well settled into each other, then we can move it up here. There's a groove at the back, into the back. And that's how it's going to work. The good thing with the nama is you don't have to cut small pieces. It'll cut it out for you. It'll chop it out for you. So just put the pieces. So usually if you have some greens, we don't have any leafy greens, but you're going to put the leafy greens first. And then you're going to put like kale or any kind of herbs like parsley or cilantro. And then you're going to put the softer fruit like pineapple, for example. And then you're going to put the harder fruit at the top. So that's kind of how it works. But since we don't have any greens, we're just going to go ahead and load it up with pineapple, grapes. I'm going to do a couple batches because I want to show you this beautiful color. It's going to be marvelous. Oh, let me count how much cups of grapes, more or less. We have the 2 pineapple. We have, I'm going to put 1, 2, probably have about 5 cups of grapes in here. So 5 cups of grapes for 2 pineapple. I cut up 8 apples. And like I said, this is going to make a big amount because I am juicing right now. So I'm going to put the harder fruit at the top. I am juicing, so I'm going to make a big amount because I am drinking a lot of juice. Probably around 4 to 6 liters a day of juice. I'm going to put a little bit of ginger in this, and then we'll just keep loading it up. I probably filled it a little bit too much here. All right, so let's get going. It's not very noisy, so I will go ahead and get it started so that you can see how beautiful this looks. Magic. I'll continue to cut up the pineapple. I cut up the apples ahead of time. The beets, I didn't really cut them. And for the lemons, I have 3 lemons and 1 lime. Super detoxifying, and they also give it a nice tart taste because the pineapple is quite sweet. So I'm going to cut the top and the bottom. And if it's organic and been washed, you could keep some of the peel onto the lemon, or you could cut it off as you please. But I do like to keep at least the rind, a little bit of the rind on it. And then you could cut a little bit of skin. I do take out the seeds if there are any. They just cut it in half and then kind of pluck out the seeds. Okay, good. If a couple of seeds go in, it's not the end of the world. There. This is so good. I love this juice, and the color, absolutely gorgeous. Bright pink. Stop it. All right, so we're gonna have a bright pink color juice. You'll see at the end how pretty it looks. Let's see this. Take out the seeds. I have been wanting to do some videos like these with more food and talking. It's been a bit of a challenge getting set up, but here we go. All right, so you see that pretty color here? It looks pink. It's going to be a little bit darker as we put some more beets in it. Okay, so let's continue. Put some more lime. And then we could fill it up again. If it's small pieces, as it's juicing, you could just keep putting more chunks of the fruit inside, which is really beautiful. Makes my life so much easier. I used to be a Couvings girl. I love my Couvings. Still love my Couvings. Green Star is great too, but it takes a lot more work. You have to really push it down. You got to push all the produce in. So it's a little bit more challenging. Okay, let's continue like that. Put 1 more beet. So the ginger, depends how spicy you like it and how much ginger you like. I usually put like a good handful or a little bit more in here. So It really depends. You could try it out. And then before you wash the machine, if you want it a little bit more gingery, you can always add some more. Okay, let's get this going. So juices, natural fruit juices provide us with all the nutrients, all the vitamins our body needs and craves. And if you're juice cleansing, taking a solid food vacation, this is an amazing way to get the body cleaned out, get the old waste out of the system, out of the digestive tract. You know, we all carry around a lot of waste, a lot of unwanted fecal matter that is just no good. And even after many years of detoxing, I still have waste in me. I'm still detoxing. I'm still experimenting with some, you know, cold-like symptoms with my nose. My nose is a little runny sometimes because I have these like detox symptoms, even though I've been raw vegan for 2 years almost. I'm still experiencing some old waste coming out, and I've been on the juices for about 3 weeks now. I still have old waste coming out of me. So it's absolutely unbelievable what we can accumulate inside of our system. So it could take many years to get ourselves all cleaned out and to heal our liver, to heal our kidneys, everything. So let's take our time with the healing. It could take many, many years and many, many juice cleanses, many water fasts to get ourselves to optimal health. I don't believe we just need one juice cleanse, and that might not be the popular opinion because, you know, it is a challenge. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of time. However, I really want to share my experience and also my intuition, you know, that's telling me that we really do need a lot more healing and a lot more cleansing. That one juice cleanse is amazing, but we need more. We need more deeper healing over years. Stop it there. I'm going to try not to dirty this white, beautiful tablecloth here. So I forgot the strainer. I'm going to go get it so I could show you how to strain the juices. It's important that we strain it to remove all insoluble fibers from the juice so that we give the body a break from digesting. That's the whole point of a solid food vacation, is that we want to give the body a break from digestion so that it can clean out all the rest. If we're constantly digesting and putting in more food, even fibers in the juices create a need for digestion. So we just really want to give the body a total break to do its thing and heal deeply. Okay, one moment. I'm going to get the strainer. Okay, here we go. We got ourselves a strainer right here. A fine mesh strainer is good for getting all the pulp out. You can also use a nut milk bag, and then you put it in the nut milk bag and then you squeeze it, get the juice out. So there's different ways of doing it, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Whew, I was at the limit. Okay, so we're gonna take the juice and we're just going to put it into the strainer. So pretty. And then you get this a little bit dirty. It's okay. So once it gets in here, and then there's going to be some juice that comes out, and then other that's a little bit more harder. So I just take my fingers and I help it along by doing some little circles into the juice to get it out. I also try to think of good thoughts when I'm making my juice. This is a meditation. This is a spiritual practice. You know, part of the hero's journey, part of the queen's journey is the initiation process and the work that it takes to get to the other side. So this is not for the faint of heart. It takes me about 3, sometimes 4 hours to make juices each day. My dad helps, of course, so that helps the process. But if I'm doing it by myself, between cleaning and getting the groceries and doing the juices, it's a couple hours. So I won't lie to you. You got to be prepared. You got to schedule your time. If you have kids or whatnot, you want to really make sure that, you know, you have time to have your juices made so that you never go hungry. You never go thirsty. If you're juice cleansing, or if you're not, you know, you still want to plan it ahead of time. It's better to have some juices on hand than to go for your, junk foods or any kind of other foods that you may be tempted to go for throughout the day. So it's good to have a juice on hand for the kids. For orange juice, I usually have the citrus press. I find that easier. If you could also do it in here, you just have to peel it. And yeah, let's make it more pink. Get some more beets action as I cut up this other pineapple. With the pineapple skin, if it's organic, you can make a tea with it. You can let it steep in some hot water. And you can drink that because there's a lot of good meat on there as well. So if you trust the origin of your pineapple, then you can make some teas with it. In Belize, they let it soak in water for a couple of days until it ferments. And then that water is really powerful and healing as well. I just love pineapple juice on its own too, but this one has an extra kick to it. I've been finding it more nourishing and more filling than watermelon. Orange juice has been satisfying me, but I don't know, this one just seems to be satisfying me on another level. I like the green juices too. In the evening, usually I'll have some green juice. And some days I just have fruit juice. I hope that noise isn't too bad. All right. So look at that pretty color coming up. Lovely pineapple. I wish I could make some juice for all of you. One day I will have a space. Whoop, oh, great. I'll have a space where you can all come and we can juice together in the tropics. Under the sun, coconut trees, fresh coconut water. That's my dream. All right. I'm gonna go get a cup so that we can fill it up. 1 second. Jar. I just finished mine, so I figured I'll come and share it with you instead of making it by myself in the kitchen. So these are great to store your juices as well, mason jars with the lid. The closer you fill it to the top, the better it will stay, the longer it'll stay in the fridge as well. So yeah, mason jar is better than plastic or metal. They could keep in the fridge for maybe 2 days, 3 days max, but I would say 2 days. Try to drink it for all the enzymes to stay alive and to be as potent as possible, as nutritious as possible. And have the most impact as well in removing the mucoid plaque. If your goal is to remove mucoid plaque, you definitely want fresh juices. Don't be getting like pasteurized juices from the grocery store. If anything, get cold pressed, freshly made juice if you have to buy it from outside. All right, wow. Look at that gorgeous color. Oh my goodness. Oh, so pretty. We're gonna strain that. Wow. And the great thing with these raw living foods is that you can use your intuition to play around with the recipe, make it more sweeter, make it more sour, add more ginger, add more lemon. It's really an intuitive process. So if you don't have any grapes, it's okay. Just use pineapple, apples, ginger, beets, lemon. You could remove some if you want to try just apples. That's good too. Apples, ginger, grapes, yum, cucumbers, good. For the green juice too, just play around with the measurements. If you don't like it too bitter, add some apple to the green juice. Put kale, cucumber, apples, ginger, turmeric, cilantro, parsley, the lemon ginger blast, but it can be quite intense sometimes. So I like to sweeten it up with a lot of apples. So beautiful. If you could see the color from here. Oh yeah, that's looking good. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, queenaline.raw. Facebook is Aline Habib, and I share helpful tips. And we also have an amazing support community. If you need any support on your journey to raw, if you're looking to get healthier, lose some weight, get your life back on track, overcome addictions, any kind of issues that you may be dealing with, community is so important in feeling connected and feeling supported, feeling like, you know, we have a voice. Everybody in there is so kind, so sweet, and we're all just there healing ourselves, juicing away, sharing pictures of our recipes, our struggles, our wins. For me anyway, in overcoming my drugs and alcohol addiction, I absolutely needed a community to come home to and to feel understood. We host a Saturday royal gathering in there where we share. I invite a special guest speaker each Saturday that shares their survival journey, that shares how they overcame a lot of their issues. And we also host a Thursday evening live Q&A where we answer questions. My beautiful brother, King Oliver, and I, we do it together. And it's just such an intimate space where you can ask any questions about raw living foods, spirituality, and more. We really go into different topics and we get inspired to just talk, you know, and connect with each other. We do this on Zoom, and then we also have it live on our Facebook group. So you can join from either one of those. The website is kingsandqueensofraw.com/our-tribe, our and then hyphen tribe. But if you go on kingsandqueensofraw.com, you'll find the way to connect. It's absolutely free. I have offered this for free now. It used to be a paying group, and I decided to make it available to everybody, donation-based, you know, those who can help me out and support my efforts, they do, and those who, you know, cannot, then it's open for everybody. There we go. Yes, beautiful juices. All right, so now that it's sifted, I'm not going to do it all just to keep this video relatively short. I just want to show you, but more or less the measurements are pretty much there, so you'll see the color. I'm making a mess. And I didn't even bring any napkins, but it's okay. We're just doing our best, aren't we? I thought this has to happen. All right, so here we go. Oh my gosh, my messy hands. And my beautiful juice. So I don't know if you can see the color. It is gorgeous, bright pink. And I'm going to drink it with my metal straw. Perfect ratio, even though I didn't put it in all the pineapple and the apples yet. I'm going to keep on going after this and make the most out of So delicious, so good, so refreshing, so nourishing. I was really thirsty. Also, I wanted to say, when you remember, it's good to chew your juice. It's good to put it in your mouth and then kind of let it swish around. Just kind of don't swallow it right away. Sometimes we're really hungry and we do swallow it, but whenever you remember, try to just like swish it around in your mouth, and this way it'll mix it with the saliva and it'll be even more absorbed into the body. And by the time it comes down, you will have absorbed a lot more of the food because we start our digestion in our mouth. So chew your juice, enjoy your juice, enjoy making your juice. Nama J2 juicer, I love it so much. And I really recommend it to anybody who is juicing or looking to juice. And if you have any questions, let me know. I will continue this. And until the next one, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Keep on going with your health journey. Keep on going. Look, messy self with our messy self. It doesn't matter. Just show up, take the next step, be brave, be authentic, be yourself, and you will make amazing things happen in your life, and more miracles will keep happening in your life from just doing what you love and sharing it with people as best you can, right? We don't have to have it perfect. We don't have to have it all figured out. We just got to take the next step and be brave and do what's in our heart. So I encourage you. And until next time, I'm sending you so much love. We'll see you soon.